Packers, and we're underway from Lambeau. The return man, Ty Johnson. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their 35-year-old quarterback in his 13th season in the NFL, the former MVP Matt Ryan.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty. But it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second down at the 24-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
They run with Jackson out of the gun, and he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Not the best of starts here offensively. You're back home. You lost a couple games in a row, and here's an early 3-and-out to start things off.
And I think they were counting on being at home and having the home crowd carry them along a little bit to help things get better. But the bottom line is you don't get the crowd involved until you play better. They've got to create some first downs, some big plays, things of that nature to make sure that the crowd is right there with them.
On 4th down, here's Green Bay's 3rd-year punter, J.K. Scott. Back deep to return is K.J. Hamler. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by a 2nd-round pick back in April out of Oklahoma by way of Alabama. It's Jalen Hurts.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. Boston Scott, his first carry. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Got an open man, it's Scott. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the gun, it's Hurts. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
On the carry, this is Scott. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 21. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Here's Hurts to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The tight end, Dalton Keene, the target. And that'll bring up second down.
Second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Hurts. Open man here is Scott, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And it's third down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. A throw on the money there to Doolin. And the Bears are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Big completion there on 3rd and short keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. First and goal, and you know me, I'm a big advocate. If you're going to throw the ball, throw it early in the down and distance count.
Here we go now on first and goal. They'll run with Scott. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. Now Jones. And the Bears are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on second and goal. Throwing is Hurts. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week as they won going into that, and no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this, because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you usually get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now here's Johnson. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better plays.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Alex Highsmith in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan, this to Jarwin. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Now it's Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On second down now, it's Scott. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here's nothing.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he will have the Bears first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Scott. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
You got to be smarter than that, man. Come on.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2nd down, it's Scott. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
This defense is really fooling around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Bears on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 17. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Johnson on the return. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Hamler now on the return. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the second quarter.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Hurts going to keep this himself. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 31-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarter.
And he coughed it up, and the Packers pick it up. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 30, 20, 10. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. They'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row. First, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
To Ian Thomas.
Ian Thomas, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Extra point forthcoming. And that will make this a 16-point lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. From the gun, it's Ryan. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it with Jackson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run on first down with Jackson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. He'll drop this down to Jackson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 30. 11 yards there, first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. From the shotgun, Ryan. Touchdown, Packers! Cole Beasley, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Packers get a score closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
For the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Bullock good on the extra point, and that trims the lead down to 9. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. K.J. Hamler returning it. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now this throw complete to Washington. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Second and 2 at the 43-yard line.
Second down, here's Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A second down completion got them 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you're throwing so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. That's caught by Jackson. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with 3 receivers to the left on second and less than a yard. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around.
You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. So here's the Bears offense. this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Chicago, that's now 5 wins on the campaign as they get the job done here. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.